Hello there my friends, so Diablo 4 has recently came out and no gamer and especially action RPG enjoyer would resist the temptation of trying it out. As a casual gamer, I have not watched any reviews, streams or playthroughs and decided to go with blind playthrough with Druid and see what experience I might get off of this. As soon as you start the game and watch first cinematic, you are just left speechless. Blizzard surely knows how to make this. I remember watching this cinematic tens of times after game has been announced for the first time at BlizzCon, and still the drive, gore and energy is insane, leaving you with eagerness to go and delve into this dark world. And this is not some shiny Diablo 3 feeling, but something much more gloomy and depressing. And with this feeling, you start your adventure. One of the first decisions you make in any action RPG is choosing a class. Going through Diablo 4 classes, I decided to go with Druid, as Barbarian is my usual choice and from what I've heard is super hyped now. Rogue is too much of the stealthy guy, though it might be ranged too, so probably worth trying out in future. Necromancer, minions have never been my type, though he might have some caster build, I don't know. We'll probably learn later and even try it out. Sorcerer, I am just not a fan of glass cannons either. And Druid is an underdog on the one hand and can go close and personal while raw shapeshifting on the other. So heading into the game you are instantly in the well-known waters, at least if you've been playing action RPGs previously, with some common loop of killing stuff, getting loot and levels, unlocking additional ways of killing stuff, rinse and repeat. I'm currently around level 40, so definitely I haven't yet seen some of the game mechanics and there is still a lot to learn. At the beginning I've chosen to go with World Tier 2 because I'm a veteran of SWORD, you know, and what I liked was that the game was actually hard. Going blind, not trying to learn any shortcuts from those who have already got hundreds of hours in, spiced things up a bit for me. As an example, I've struggled a lot with the first dungeon boss, had to go through all of the available builds and was able to kill him only by using lightning build, even though I was planning to go with melee shapeshifting druid. And even doing so, I started with werewolf build, went for like 10 plus levels, then switched to bear, and it felt great to start smashing things until I realized at the start of levels 20s that werewolf is yet again dealing more damage. All in all, gameplay experience has been really fun so far. A lot of mechanics to explore, great feeling and flow of combat, insane build variety, especially when you are going in blind to try out all of the things. All in all, the gameplay for me is a solid 9.5 out of 10. Moving on to a more visual part of the game, and speaking about graphics and art, actually I recently switched my laptop and got Lenovo Legion 5 with RTX 3070 and switching from low-mid settings of GTX 1650 to all the way ultra RTX 3070 is surely a huge leap. Sure, Diablo 4 seems to not be AAA graphics title, but the actual art, full of gore and suffering aesthetics in it, non-flashy and non-cartoony skill effects, everything adds to the general and quite amazing visual feel of the game. And I'm speaking here not only about the general art, but also all of those details that add up so nicely. The carpet on the floor being smashed a bit, green-like hairstyle of Andariel, and such. Speaking about Andariel fight, it is absolutely nuts. I cannot remember being blown away this much by boss fight, especially in action RPG, like ever. Don't know why, but I assume visual aesthetics take huge part in such impression. That being said, and to some degree due to all the newness of RTX 3070 for me, graphics are definitely 9 out of 10. Moving to the storyline and lore, the last time I actually followed storyline in a video game was playing through Bard's Tale and Fable in the mid-2000s, I suppose. And to my surprise, I am interested in following storyline in Diablo 4. It all begins with first cinematic from which you dwell deeper and deeper into the world of Diablo. and the storyline does actually invoke feelings towards all the sufferings and tribulations of the characters. All this in a title that is absolutely not about the storyline. Sure, the story is quite straightforward, but its atmosphere is overwhelming. 8 out of 10 for sure in this department. And last but not least, audio and music. For me, this is the only department where I'm not amazed. Music is okay, I guess. Nothing special or memorable, and sounds are actually from other Diablo games. The only thing is that the voice acting is really great, and due to it being so, I can rate it at 6 out of 10. So what is the result? To come up with the total score of the game, I value graphics and gameplay at 40% of the score each, and audio and lore at 10%. And the total then would be 3.8 for gameplay, 3.6 for graphics, 0.8 for story, and 0.6 for audio. All combined, that's 8.8 out of 10. The game is insanely good, though keep in mind that I have just reached level 40, playing one of the clunkiest classes to level, and I have no idea what the end game is gonna be like. But soon I will learn, and we'll see you there.